I hear people saying the future is female. I say ignore them. The Bible never said so. You can be a woman without having to compete with men. In fact, if you want to be frustrated, try to fight women. Also try to fight men. You'll be frustrated because you'll be going against the order of the one who created us. So you don't need to rubbish men to be a powerful woman. Neither do you need to rubbish women to be a powerful man. Such, you just say, you, the one who created you. Okay, let me show you Genesis chapter 1. It was not in the message, but I think it's important that I give you an idea. Because there are some women who think they can only make it if men are down. Me, I can't listen to any man. What about your father? Wasn't he a man? You can't fight God's order. And in this very church, I've also told you that if you want to be small, ignore the power of women. That's it. In anything you build, if you think women are useless, oh, I wish you well. But if you read from the ministry of Jesus, he worked well with a lot of women. So don't fall for this lie that being a powerful woman requires you to look down on men. Even if you have had a bad experience with a man, your life is not the standard for the whole world to follow. Your life must align to the Bible. We shouldn't align the Bible to your life. In fact, where you have had bad experiences, thank God we have the Bible to remind you of the correct experience. Did you get what I'm saying? Yeah. Just because I had a bad experience working under a manager doesn't mean all managers are bad. But you know what some of the so-called mentors do? They get literally their experience and pass it on to you as a principle. It's wrong. Your life's experiences cannot become principles for me to build my life on. We must assess them against the Bible. So that's why I'm happy that women now, you're having, I think Pastor Mape had some mentorship programs for women. Very important. Let's teach different. Let's make our mentorship different from what is out there, because whenever I hear mentorship for women, I get concerned. No, I'm telling you, because it will be another rebel camp meeting for women to teach them how not to respect anyone. Then they'll just be teaching the man, no boy. You don't need a man to make it. Okay, let's find out what the one who created you said. Look at Genesis chapter 1. And then there are boys also who are learning bad manners. I saw one boy posting, no, you know, the women you need, because there was this post about this girl from a rich family who sponsored her fiancé, gave him capital for business and all that and all that. And then this brother wants to say, Emma women have, not these daughters of Jezebel who want Airtel money and FNB. Brother, if you are broke, stay away from relationships. Don't insult other people's children. That's the problem when you get a fiancé who has no food. Any money you ask for will be anger. She should give you capital from where? The capital you yourself did not raise for yourself. In fact, no. Listen, don't even, I don't know whether you are clapping or, I'm not a dancer, so I don't need you to cheer me on. Just relax. Let me say this. Brother, if you don't understand the Bible, then shut your feelings completely. Just remove women from the equation and leave alone if you are not going to provide. Because according to the Bible, even if the woman never brought one ngwe, you should still have enough to take care of her and yourself. Is this a passport for women to be nothing? No. Learn a secret to be happy. Even if the woman you have, this fiancé you have, gets 10 million, the 10 kwacha from you means more. Because you are fulfilling divine order. You are fulfilling divine order. So if you don't want to supply, eliminate relationships from what you do in your life. Just say, Ine, from today, I'll never have a woman in my life, a partner. That's it. Otherwise, to want a woman and not supply. No, I'm not yet her husband. That's what we all do. You score points using giving. Not that she's not. No, doesn't it say the one faithful in little is faithful in much? You can't give her even talk time now. Will you buy her a car when you marry? A hand like this, like a Japanese handbrake. It's not true that when you marry you'll be generous. Sometimes just say, knock to me that two pin at talk time. Let me end there. Also, let me come back to your sister. Marriage is not for dependents. You are called to be a helper. So how can I get help from a woman who has nothing? Checkmate. Yeah, it means both of us must be up to something, isn't it? If you are sitting next to a brother, if you are sitting next to a sister, just tell her, sister, we need these men. And also if you are a brother, say, we need these sisters. Genesis chapter 1. That's not even the message for today. I'm just correcting that because I get concerned. When I meet men, men's talk. It's all attacking women. Attacking women. I said mentorship should not be about being better than men or better than women. Mentorship should be about producing the next and higher version of you. A better version of you. Ask me, gospel envoys would not even be caught out of what it is without women. Probably the women even do much more. Probably. And if the last time I checked our statistics, there were more female pastors than male pastors. We didn't plan it that way. I just noticed when we were auditing. We need each other. So to say the future is female, it's semantics. Continue lying to each other. The future is divine. It is only here to fulfill God's purpose. So I understand, I just read. And by the way, when I go training women, they've hired me. They've already paid you their money. So go impress them. You tell them what their itching ears want to hear. The future is female. I'm not going to tell you that in church. Look at what I'm going to tell you. Verse 26. Verse 26. And God said, let us make man in our image, and after our likeness, and let them have dominion over the fish of the sea, and over the fowl of the air, and over all the cattle, and over all the earth, and over every creeping thing. Verse number 27. What does the Bible say? So God created man. Listen to me. Pause here. Let me surprise you. When I say man, follow context. There are times when you can't say man to refer to a male. When I say man, I'm referring to man. And the word man is incomplete if I remove female. And the word man is incomplete if I remove male. Because the first man God created had two sides. There. In his own image, what did he create? Male and female created he them. So men like saying, we arrived first. Boza, we were all created at the same time. You arrived first in terms of leaving the factory. Otherwise, in the factory, we were made at the same time. Male and female, boom, we arrived at the same time. There it is. So man and woman were complete at creation. It's only the arrival of woman that was late. Of course, she arrived. She had to arrive when all the tough work had been done. That's why I don't say, I'll marry, nizaku kwatila nangu munyumba mliembuchi. The first... Because it shocks me when young men are talking, deceiving themselves. That's the problem of belonging to a congregation of those who lack experience. You'll be lying to yourselves and build all these castles. You know, she must be willing to marry you. But the first wife, there must be some things you have somehow. That's why I don't entertain boys who come and tell me that, Pastor sir, I've found a woman to marry. Where do you live? With my mother. I said, get out of my office. Those who marry don't live with their mothers. You'll be feeding her from your mother. Do you work? No. Do you do business? No. How do you make your money? No. Did your father leave you with $1 million in the bank? No. Whence art thou from? Prepare. So the next time, young men, hear me clearly. The next time you have feelings for any woman, check your bank account. If it is empty, just tell your feelings. Why art thou misbehaving, oh my soul? Just tell yourself. David talked to his heart. He said, why art thou cast down, oh my soul? Talk to your feelings and say, why art thou misbehaving? You say, oh my soul, there's time for everything. And it's not yet time to chase after that damsel. No, others will get her. You say, thank God others will get her. I'll also get my own. For now. Otherwise, you die young with BP. Because you married and you never knew that after marrying there will be kulipe unga. They are the ones who forget they are born again. Nichite branch. Mupeze unga. What do you mean nichite branch? You know there are men who say, nichite branch. Uchite branch. Supply. That's what it means being a man. Do you want me to rob a bag? Yeah, you can rob a bag. No, you can rob a bank. Women, sometimes when they answer you like that, tell them, instead of giving those answers in anger, as you are laughing today, so you met for an overnight. Brothers, let's pray over the kind of women we will marry. Don't forget on the list, let's pray over the things we will give them. Because you don't, no. I am a suti so senior conda. You are just stopping her from asking you because I'm a suti si funika che ineva mai vanali kupala everything. Cindy neva mai vano. I'm your wife. I'm not your mother. I hope I've answered some things in advance. Mentorship with Pastor Chole. Say we need each other. Good. So instead of teaching young ladies, those of us that are mentors, and pastors, instead of teaching young ladies how to be rebellious towards their male folk, no, teach them how to be good human beings, capable of relating better with both female and male. And similarly also young men. You can't demean what God has honored. To demean a woman today is to insult my mother. Some of us, thankfully, God raised us more through our mothers than, I'm telling you, 3/4 of the virtues I live by now, forgiveness and all these things, it's my mother. Can't be wiser than God.